Now, I know I say it all the time, but this week is particularly messy. Let's talk about it.
Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Give me your wig. You don't know what.
Check my description box for everything. Y'all already know we got an exclusive, a Patreon exclusive podcast coming up only on patreon.com/AdrianExpression on Tuesday, every single Tuesday. Go check it out. Y'all already know what's up. Description box, y'all already know. So for obvious reasons, I'm not going to get into too much of like Tiffany Haddish's tea or whatever. You can definitely do your own research. Honestly, by now, I feel like if you are on the internet for like more than 5 seconds, you already know what's going on with Tiffany Haddish. So I'm not gonna go into detail, but I guess TMZ caught up with her for a second, just asking her about everything, and she was looking like this, just defeated as hell, just talking about, oh my gosh, I lost everything, I ain't got no job, bro, I ain't got no job. And it's just like, what do you want us to do about that at this point? You know, a lot of y'all in the industry y'all do some weird shit, and especially when that shit involves like abuse and when it involves children, I feel like it should be taken very seriously, especially with the way that some of y'all are allowed to just do whatever the fuck y'all want. It's crazy. I don't know what you want us to do about your fallen ass career. And honestly, y'all let that minstrel show go on for way too long. That's what I feel about her. That's what I feel about Kevin Hart. Like y'all let that minstrel show go on for way too long. Tiffany Haddish over here talking about, I know some people have a bunch of questions. Yeah, after that video, and I didn't even watch that shit, but I seen reports of that shit. That shit is nasty. I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there is very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended. She said, but clearly while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can, and it's just like, you know that you're trifling, honestly, when Boosie's over here making tweets supporting you. I can't pay you what they was paying you. You sure can't, Boosie. We all know that. I can't pay you what they was paying you, but I got a check and I would love to pay you to make a comedy with me. It's like once that walking black and mild is supporting your ass in anything, you already know that you're in the wrong place. Get out my face. Like I said before, a lot of y'all in industry, in politics, just allowed to get away with heinous shit. I wasn't laughing before when your ass was opening your mouth saying anything. Fried chicken and watermelon ass comedy. I wasn't laughing before, and I definitely ain't laughing now. So anyway, switching on to better things that will actually make me smile and laugh. Beyonce's apparently going on tour during summer 2023. Now, we all know when it comes to Beyonce, we gotta take everything, rumors about Beyonce, we gotta take everything with a grain of salt. But these people, Page Six and them, the girls are saying that they're hearing some rumors that, you know, stadiums are being booked and blah, 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 blah. So like, it's a lot of rumbling. It's a lot of people just coming to conclusions based off of their sources and shit. Y'all already know how rumors work in the industry. But if it is true that she is touring in summer 2023, I really want an announcement as soon as possible. You know Miss Mama's charges an arm and a leg and a firstborn. Sign off your inheritance if you want general admission. So then you gotta give the girls time to save their coin. So please give us a heads up, give us an announcement or something. Hopefully way before the end of this year, we got to have the piggy bank saved up and catch up. Now I'm wondering how the set list is gonna look. Mama's, you got to perform all the Renaissance. And then on top of that, you got all them hits and stuff. You might be on the stage for 4 or 5 hours, girl. I don't know what to tell you, girl, because we gotta hear the entirety of Renaissance. And then we gotta hear the rest of your goddamn discography. I don't know listen, I don't know who you got to talk to. I hope you got some 5-hour energy bottles in your body. Something to keep you up, mamas. I don't know, do you need to talk to Bruno Mars? Do you need to talk to Bruno Mars, mama? Because you're gonna have to be on that stage for 4 or 5 hours. We need to hear the whole Renaissance album, and then you gotta give us the hits already. You know how to do it, give us what we want, stop playing, make the announcement, period. So we got some new music coming out. Happy for Glorilla, because she's getting her shine. She's getting her shine. She doing what she need to do. She did a collab with Cardi, and the girls are eating it up. They're eating it up. Also, Flo put out their album, and I mean the whole thing is cute, but Not My Job just got me. You know, Not My Job is it just gives me, and then the way that it sounds like an Elise, it's just, the flavor. And then also Lil Nas X came out with this song for this League of Legends World Championship called Star Walking. And that was cute as well. It was fun. But what really got my attention when it came to Lil Nas X was the fact that they got his wax figure done already. Like, damn, shit. So I was bracing myself like, okay, please don't mess this man's fucking wax figure up. Please don't mess this shit up. Y'all know how y'all do. I mean, the shit come out like the shit. You talking about wax? A lot of these motherfucking celebrities that they do, this shit seemed like it melted before they even started. What? Cause I'll be like, who the fuck is that? But honestly, they did a good job. I don't know what happened. Maybe they finally seen all the drags and shit that they got on social media. But it looks cool. So I was like, damn. He ended up calling his friends, like faking them out, showing them, like when they picked up the FaceTime, he showed them the wax figure and they'd be like, what the fuck? Why are you not moving? So just the fact that he was able to do that and trick them means that that wax figure was pretty cute. Now, just a quick question to the audience. Would it freak you out to see a wax figure of yourself, like in any way, like in any capacity? Because I feel like even sometimes the mirror pisses me off. I'm like, girl, get the fuck out of my face. So seeing like a 3D representation of yourself, I feel like would be kind of jarring, interesting, cool, but maybe not, you know, I don't know, just a question for y'all. All right, let's talk about DaBaby. Here's what he said in his new song. I'm not even gonna tell you the name of the new song, bitch, because why do you even fucking need to know it? We shouldn't even be talking about his dumb ass because this is exactly what he fucking wants. But either way, in the song, we can just summarize it by saying that DaBaby was saying that he fucked Megan Thee Stallion and that her boyfriend's a bitch and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, sir, we literally just were talking about the fact that you had to cancel dates. You had to cancel shows because nobody showed up to them shits. And now that you got something to sell, you want to be like, oh yeah, by the way, I fucked Megan Thee Stallion. And it's just like, okay, even if she did fuck DaBaby's PT Cruiser shaped head ass, right? Which I'm not saying she did or didn't. We don't know these people's lives. Like, we just don't. But say years ago or whatever the fuck that happened, right? Like, she fucked this man in his concrete slabs built teeth, right? What now? What now? What no, for real, what now? What do we do now? Now that you offered us that piece of misinformation, now that you offered us that piece of misinformation, what now? Are we gonna listen to your music? Are we gonna buy your albums? Are people gonna show up to your shows? They're not. It doesn't matter how you. Listen, this is what Megan Thee Stallion, let's talk about what Megan Thee Stallion doing. While you over here wishing that people come to your fucking shows and worried about what they're doing in the parking lot when they ain't even stepping foot inside the auditorium, Megan Thee Stallion's over here about to host SNL on October 15th, which will be really cool to see. I can't wait. I can't wait, because Megan be funny, but you know, with SNL and they scripts and shit. So I hope that she just ignores that shit and uses her natural charisma, because SNL sometimes be, either way, Megan is doing the damn thing, hosting that shit. And then she's also headlining a festival, I think in LA, on December 10th through the 11th. So this is what she's doing. This is what she's doing. She's literally over here on stages making coin and shit, and you're on stages and canceling the date. Every time you get on stage, like I said before, the people that you were making fun of who were sucking dick in the parking lot decided that they would rather deep throat that cock inside somebody's car, stay in the parking lot, and not step their foot inside whatever. And I was gonna say inside the arena, but you ain't playing for no arena. Maybe an auditorium. Maybe like, is it giving like show and tell type of talent show, school talent show type of tease? Bitch, get the fuck out my face. And real quick, I also find it interesting that a lot of times the gotcha moment for a lot of these men are like, I fucked you. We had sex. Oh my God. Some of these straight men talk like they get as much coochie as me. It seemed like they ain't never had this shit before. It's so corny. Grow up. And last but not least, I really want these celebrities, I really want them. If you are not a skincare enthusiast, if you're not a fashion enthusiast, or if you don't know anything about that shit, well, if you're not passionate about it, at the very least, why are you doing this? I mean, we all know that you're trying to make some coin, but why are y'all over here trying to start skincare brands and fashion brands? Just sit y'all ass the fuck down. Brad Pitt apparently is coming out with this genderless skincare brand. You're really going to push skincare as genderless. It's just like can you imagine if somebody had like genderless food products? It's just, the shit is so so ridiculous. This country even has to like gender the way that you wipe your ass. You remember dude wipes and shit? It's just like, so were men just so afraid of wipes? I mean, it would make sense that straight men are afraid of wipes. But were they so afraid of wipes that they would just rather walk around smelling like shit until like a dude wipe came, until the dude's wipe brand came? It's just fucking weird. Genderless skincare? What the fuck is that? So the interviewer, because of course they're advertising this shit in Vogue, the interviewer said, what's your regimen? Like your skincare regimen? Can we have a product demonstration? And Brad Pitt says, I'm not doing that. And then the interviewer comes back and says, maybe just talk about how your routine has evolved then. And then Brad Pitt comes back and says, I wouldn't know how to do that unless it was comedy. This is the way that he speaks about skincare in general, as you can see from the interview here. And this is the way that he said that he's approaching this brand being genderless. Again, I don't know if it's just that I believe in being all inclusive as much as possible, or maybe it's about us guys needing help from others in understanding how we can treat our skin better. I mean, I probably got more from my female partners in the past. We kept the smell very, very neutral and very fresh and very subtle. And it's just like, oh, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. I'm surprised. At this point, I'm surprised that this country isn't selling gendered water. Water for bros. Toothpaste for dudes. Y'all are fucking pathetic. Anyway, whatever. That's all I want to talk about today. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making it. Check my description box for extras and goodies and the Patreon and my other YouTube channel, Avatar Adrian. And make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
Hey, hey, can you fuck me in your all black Mercedes? You can take my soul, just let me be first lady. But I won't sacrifice this